Your game's announcement is one of the most important pieces of marketing news that you will ever release. And the reason for that is pretty simple. It will be the first time that a lot of people will hear about your game. And just like Eminem said, you only get one shot with this news beat, so you gotta make the most of it. After all, first impressions matter. Hi, my name is Mihan Napora, and I'm the owner of a video games marketing agency called 3233. I've been marketing video games for over 5 years now, from big AAA titles all the way to indies. Today, I want to talk to you about game announcements, what to do before you actually announce, and how to maximize the announcement itself. So let's get into it. And just a quick little clarification. When I talk about your first announcement, I don't mean you posting your game's GIF on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit for the first time. Not at all. What I actually define as an announcement is that first big piece of news about your game, the first proper mention of your project. This is what I define as an announcement, and this is what I'll be talking about. Now, before you make the announcement itself, there are a few things that you should do first so you can maximize the most from this rather big piece of news. Now, I call these your little pre-announcement essentials, and pretty much they fit into two distinct categories: your presences and your promotional materials. So let's start off with your presence. So, the things that you should set up 100% without a doubt before you announce are your game's and your studio's website, your game's social media profiles, and your game's Steam store. To me, these three presences are essential before you go out with the big news. You need a website, as this will be your central hub from which journalists, business parties, and gamers can find more information about your game and also find details on how to contact you. You need social media profiles so that people can keep track of any news that you might release. And you should set up a Steam store page before you announce, simply because wish lists are a currency that you do not want to lose out on. In fact, you should get addicted to wish lists, and the more you have them, the better for your game sales when a game comes out. So build that wish list numbers from day one. So once you have your online presence set up, what you need next is your promotional materials. Pretty much, this is what you need to prepare for the big announcement news. What you'll need is 4 to 6 screenshots of your game, a trailer, press kit, some social media content, and a press release. I won't go into too much detail each one of these, as that's pretty much a video in itself, but here's just a couple of handy tips. Now, when it comes to screenshots and trailers, I won't lie to you. There are a lot of people out there that can do these things better than I can. However, here's a couple of things you should think about. When it comes to screenshots, they are there to show off your game's features and hooks. They are not just pretty pictures. If your game has dual wielding with huge guns, show them off. You have 8-player co-op, show it off as well. Screenshots are promotional materials, so make sure they promote what your game is actually about. And when it comes to trailers, same thing applies. Trailer is a video whose intention is for your potential client to be interested in your product. Show what the game is about, show the feelings and emotions that your game tries to capture. A great resource on all things trailer-wise is Derek Liu's website. Check it out, that man knows how to make trailers. And just one thing of note from me: unless you're a Rockstar, Naughty Dog, or another famous brand or studio, doing a 15-second video and calling it a teaser trailer is the biggest waste of time out there. It's actually pointless. No one cares, certainly not journalists, and probably not gamers either. So if it's your first time, your first project, invest in a proper trailer, an actual video that will sell the game. And please don't start your trailer with the first 5 seconds being just your logo. No one knows who you are, so they're definitely not gonna care. Show what the game is about in those first 5 seconds if you can. Now, when it comes to creating good press kit, check out Vlambeer's dopresskit.com website. That's pretty much all your press kit needs taken care of in a nice press kit light format. And when it comes to the press release itself, just remember who your audience are, meaning they're journalists. Keep the press release simple, provide all the relevant information, show your game's hooks, highlight what makes you newsworthy, provide contact links. Don't waste the journalist's time. Give them what they need, show that you are professional, and make their job easier, not harder. So, once you have all your presences set up and you have all your promotional materials ready to go off, it's time for this big moment. It's time to announce your game to the world. Now, your goal for your announcement is pretty simple. It's to show your game to as many people that might be interested in your game as it is humanly possible. Now, this doesn't mean spam, oh no. More as I like to think of a strategic distribution. And what I mean by that is letting people that might be interested in game know that you actually exist. Now, the first type of people that might be interested in your news are the press, so journalists. Send out a press release. Gaming journalists are obviously the first ones to come to mind. But if you're a horror game, then reaching out to horror sites is a really good idea. They might be more than interested in your game. Same with sport, art, finance, politics, you get the picture. Remember, gamers exist in many different parts of the overall mainstream culture. If your game is coming out to consoles, then reaching out to the first parties with your announcement trailer is a must. Xbox, Sony, and Nintendo have huge YouTube channels that reach millions of people. So having your trailer there will do you a world of good. So talk to them before you announce and see if they can give you a spot on their channels. It is really worth it. Believe me, trust me, please do it. Another good idea is to check out and see if there's any bigger events happening around the time when you want to announce. Perhaps one of the first parties will be able to show the trailer on the bigger stage, so talk to them. Perhaps you'll make a splash on the next big conference. So, I hope that this video gave you some tips and maybe some ideas for that moment when you make your announcement. The more effort you put into this newsbeat, the easier the rest of the campaign will be. So try to make the most of it. And once you do make the announcement, trust me, that is on. That's when the hype machine is at full speed. And just one little piece of advice. Don't make the announcement too far away from the release date. No one wants to wait for a game that will come out in 4 years' time. If you announce too early, the hype fire will be hard to keep alight and will probably die out. But if you announce too late, you might sell yourself a little bit short. But now we're going into marketing campaign territory and marketing planning, and that's a topic on another day. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy this type of content, please like the video or subscribe to my channel. And I just want to give out a huge thanks to the 177 people that subscribed to my channel. Honestly, I didn't expect that many people. I actually expected about 177 less. So thanks so much for this. It actually means the world to me. Now, I'm going to be posting more of these videos in the future. So look, if you have any topics that you might be thinking about, something along the lines of, well, how the hell do I do this? Or how do I do that? Let me know. I'll try to answer some questions or even make a video about it. So until next time, good luck and peace. Take care.